Good evening. India strikes. Indian Air Force retaliated very vehemently over Pakistan sponsored terrorist organizations. This is called Surgical Strike 2.0. So, this is the repetition but very vehemently. And Indian Air Force has used Mirage 2000 and it has eliminated 12 Mirage fighter jets have been used, and it has eliminated between 200 and 300 terrorists, and these terrorists belong to Jaish-e-Mohammed group. And all started on February 14th, where CRPF jawans were attacked and 40 CRPF personnel have lost their lives. And since then, the Prime Minister is saying that wait and watch. And perfect plan was conducted and executed this morning, and it has been executed very, very successfully. So, this is a big lesson for all terrorist organizations which are looking towards India. So, this is a very, very serious warning. And Pakistan may say anything, but India did it. And most of the countries in the world, they are supporting India. And immediately after this attack this morning, India has briefed the same to the permanent five nations of United Nations Security Council. And this attack, these terrorist organizations are located in the Balkot region. So that is very near to Abbottabad. And hope you remember. So this is the place where Osama bin Laden was hiding, and uh, American security forces, they have entered into this area and they have killed Osama bin Laden. And very near to Abbottabad, this Balkot is also located, and that is the place where India strike this morning. So very next day, that is attack took place on February 14th, and on February 15th, India has withdrawn MFN status to Pakistan. MFN stands for Most Favored Nation. And this status has been provided by India to Pakistan in the year 1996. What exactly is this Most Favored Nation status? So basically, what happens if you look at the entire world, lots of trade will happen between the nations. And most of the nations are under one umbrella that is called World Trade Organization, WTO, that is located in Geneva. And WTO came into existence on January 1st, 1995. And before that, it was called GATT, General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade. So, you know all these basics. So, the basic idea within this WTO is that if a country reduces tariffs, if a country reduces tariffs with respect to the imports from some country, it should also extend the same privilege to rest of the countries also. That is called most favored nation status. So if this status is provided to a country within WTO by a country, then that should be extended to remaining other countries also. But some countries like Pakistan, so they have never follow this, because let me tell you, India provided most favored nation status to Pakistan in the year 1996. But Pakistan never granted this status. Pakistan never granted MFN status to India. Please remember this very, very important one. Right. And of course, India has withdrawn the MFN status to Pakistan immediately. This after this Indian CRPF personnel were attacked. So this is what happened. But when compared to the trade between India and Pakistan, the imports from Pakistan to India are very less when compared to the exports from India to Pakistan. That is the reason why when it comes to this economic effect, that will be a very marginal on the Pakistan. But that was the beginning. That was the beginning of India as far as this idea is concerned. And today, in India retaliated very, 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 very hard on the Pakistan based terrorist organizations. And what is going to happen? We need to wait and watch. Situation is really tensed, of course. So we need to be very courageous. Indian armed forces are very strong, and our weaponry is very much strong. And most of the countries in the world, they are supporting India, and maybe hopefully, you know, this most of the countries will be warning Pakistan to stop sponsoring these terrorist organizations that are operating from the land of Pakistan. And of course, this is considered to be today's incident is considered to be one of the great victories for India, and that shows the strength of Indian weaponry system. Right. So, what shall I do now? Is that I'll open the document, I'll show you the document, and we'll see some points with respect to MFN status, most favored nation status. And after that, we'll also try to know, so what exactly is this Mirage 2000, right? And from where we got it. Please remember, this may be a possible question. So this we got it from France. Please remember this, right? And for all this, I am going to show you the document now. Kindly have a look at this. Look at this. Most favored nation status. Look at this. While the term suggests special preference for the country given MFN status, it is in reality, it would be treated equally as all other countries. According to WTO rules, countries cannot normally discriminate between their trading partners, meaning giving lower tariffs to one country and higher tariffs to some other country is not acceptable under WTO rules. That's the reason why these countries, if a country extends a status of the status of MFN to a country, that is also expected to extend the same status to other countries also. Look at this. If one country is granted a trade concession such as lower import duties, then all WTO members must be extended the same concessions. Meaning is simple, you cannot discriminate. If you are reducing for a country, you have to extend the same reduced tariffs to other countries also, right? This principle is known as the most favored nation treatment. Look at this. So, and on February 15th, India revoked most favored nation status to Pakistan. What do you mean by this? Revoking means India now it can levy whatever imported tariffs it wants. So, meaning reduced tariff rates are no more applicable. If Pakistan is sending, if Pakistan is exporting and India is importing, obviously India can impose any rate of tariffs. India can now make it very expensive for Pakistan to export its goods to India. Obviously, that will be a very, 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 very tight situation for Pakistan, right? But Pakistan has always retained this right. Look at this statistics. India's total trade with Pakistan stood at 2.4 billion in the year 2017-18, with just $488.56 million of this being imports from Pakistan. That's it, right? Look at this, $2.4 billion. And out of that, the amount of imports that is coming from Pakistan to India is just $488.56 million. Is it okay? Now, Pakistan's export to India made up only 2.1% of its total exports, right? And this is according to Pakistan Bureau Statistics. Revoking Pakistan's MFN status seems to be more of a symbolic move. Meaning is simple, this is not going to make big difference, because whatever the imports that are coming to India from Pakistan are considered to be very, very, very low. Okay, and this is aimed at signaling to the world the change in India's stance regarding Pakistan. Simple, it is just telling the entire world that our stance towards Pakistan is changing. This is the beginning. Is it okay? Right, meaning is simple. So this is more than creating the economic damage. This is sending the signals to the entire world. Look at this. In which of the following years India granted MFN status to Pakistan? That has been revoked on February 15th, 2019. Very, 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 very important. Right? So it may be a possible question because of MFN status is very much there in the news. Okay, and when India granted MFN status to Pakistan, answer is 1996. Remember this. Similarly, there may be another possible question: when India revoked MFN status of Pakistan, answer is February 15th, 2019. I want you to remember both the years, especially when it comes to revoking. Please remember the date also, February 15th, 2019. Got it? Now let's go further. Look at this. In which of the following years Pakistan granted MFN status to India? MFN status to India. 1 second. Yes. Okay. So I told you, I explained you. MFN status was never granted to India by Pakistan. So if it is a question, the answer is option D. Am I clear? You have to be very careful whether the question is related to India granting status to Pakistan or Pakistan granting MFN status to India. Be very, very careful in the examination. Don't be in a hurry. So let's see these points with respect to Mirage 2000. In the early hours of February 26th, 2019, that is today, 12 Mirage 2000 fighter jets of Indian Air Force armed with Israeli PGMs. PGM stands for Precision Guided Munitions. Took off from the Gwalior Air Base and hit the largest training camp of terror outfit JEM, Jaish-e-Mohammed in Balakot inside Pakistan. Right? And this has been very much confirmed immediately by the Foreign Secretary. And in this operation, a very large number of Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists, trainers, senior commanders, and group of jihadis who were being trained for Fidayan action were eliminated. It seems that according to the this news, between 200 and 300 terrorists were eliminated. Okay, another important point for you for the examination. Kindly look at this. Look at this. So this is the Dassault Mirage 2000. It is a French multi-role. Kindly remember, this Mirage 2000 India got from France. Is it okay? It's a single engine, fourth generation jet fighter. And in the examination, they may ask you, which company manufactures Mirage 2000? Is it okay? Please look at this one. If I am not wrong, this Dassault Aviation, it was established in the year 1970. Okay, and that company Dassault Aviation has manufactured Mirage 2000. Clear? And I want you to remember each and every point with respect to the examination. All right. So once again, we are very proud of Indian Armed Forces, and we are under very much secured hands of this Indian Army, Air Force, and Navy. And that's all for the day. Thank you so much for being with me this evening, and I'll see you tomorrow with more current affairs. Till then, I wish you all a very, 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 very good luck. Good night.